Today we're going to learn about the historical and mythological aspects of the governor of Saturn. Yes, the governor of Saturn. His name is Aratron. We'll look into his notable presence in grimoires during the Renaissance, as well as Aratron's connection to Saturn and how this shaped his domain over aspects such as time, endings, discipline, and structure. We'll also shed light on his wondrous magical abilities from transmuting matter to bestowing invisibility, and we'll also get into Aratron's role as a teacher and custodian of secret knowledge, where natural mysteries and alchemical transformation were part and parcel of the pursuit of wisdom. Let's do this. So, tracing the lineage of enigmatic figures of the mystical tradition, the name Aratron emerges with a particular allure within the pages of Renaissance-era grimoires. These books, substantial in their arcane knowledge, taught the creation of magical objects, the summoning of spiritual entities, and the intricacies of spellcasting. There's a book called The Arbatel of Magic, and it stands out as a seminal text, renowned for its comprehensive exploration of the spiritual universe. It also gives a hierarchy of spirits and methodologies to approach them. The Arbatel of Magic, with its archaic bindings, contains the earliest references to the figure of Aratron. It goes beyond esoteric instruction. It unfolds as a philosophical manuscript that weaves our cosmos together, offering guidance on aligning the human spirit with celestial powers. Aratron, who is introduced in this text, is no ordinary entity, but a governor of Saturn, one of the 7 Olympic spirits that embodies the planet's stern qualities. Renaissance magic was not just an era of aesthetic and intellectual rebirth. It was also a period that witnessed the revival and reinterpretation of classical magical tradition. Renaissance grimoires, such as the Arbatel, capture the era's renewed fascination with the occult, borrowing from past wisdom while paving a way for the future of Hermeticism. They were paramount, not only as repositories of occult lore, but also as cultural artifacts reflecting human curiosity towards the unknown, simulating a bridge between man and the mysteries of existence. Aratron, revealed through these texts, becomes a window into a bygone era veiled by the occult. Within their pages, these manuscripts unlock a door to a time of shifting ideas where the secrets of magic were passed down through generations. The Arbatel remains an essential source for those beckoned by the call of the past to studying the aligning stars of history and magic, to revisit a time where the cosmos was seen as a grand celestial hierarchy, with entities like Aratron holding sway over the forces that govern our world and shape our destinies. So to this day, the mentions of Aratron in such historical texts conjure an aura of respect and solemnity among those who tread the solitary pathways of the occult. Throughout the Arbatel and similar works, the figure of Aratron resonates as a symbol of authority and mystery that ancient magicians sought to comprehend and command, a testament to the reverence with which the practitioners of old approached the whispering spirits of the olive branches of Renaissance magic. In the Arbatel, Aratron emerges as a commanding figure, a governor of the planet of Saturn, as I've said. This title is not just a reflection of profound astrological and mystical significance. Ancient and medieval scholars charted the influence of Saturn, a celestial giant forever etched in the lore of astrology. Aratron's governorship over Saturn is pivotal, for it links him with the characteristics that the planet itself embodies. Time, an ever-present force in our lives, falls within Aratron's domain in the same way that Saturn's slow orbit marked the passage of time for our ancestors. From the cycle of crops to the cycle of life, Saturn's presence was a reminder of the steady march of seasons and years. Aratron's control over time suggests a power of great magnitude, the ability to hasten or delay events, or to bring them to an end entirely. But what about endings? They were as important in history as beginnings. Endings brought resolution and clarity, characteristics that were influenced by Saturn's energy. This energy was respected for its role in discipline and structure, 2 aspects that are essential for maintaining order in the natural world as well as human society. Aratron, as the one who guides these forces, would have been petitioned for help in matters requiring firm boundaries and definitive conclusions. Discipline, too, is under his purview. The kind of rigorous structure and steadfastness required in the practices of alchemy and other sciences was synonymous with Saturnian influence. Disciplines that involve the transformation of base materials into something greater, reflecting the alchemical process, were part and parcel of the power Aratron represented. Structure, lastly, is the key to understanding Aratron's role. Consider the intricate architecture of the universe as conceived during the Renaissance. Every sphere of heaven had its place, and Saturn's was just below the firmament of the fixed stars. Within this structured cosmos, every entity had a role, and Aratron's was to be master of the limits and boundaries symbolized by the furthest planet visible to the naked eye. In tying Aratron's governance to historical astrological beliefs, it links with the past that saw the planets as direct influencers of life on Earth. The respect and reverence afforded to these celestial bodies were paralleled by the deference shown to entities like Aratron within the practices and texts of the time. Governors of planets were not merely figments of imagination, but essential characters in the grand narrative of existence, movers of the invisible threads that connected the heavens with earthly life. Saturn's influence permeates many levels of existence, and in the Arbatel, Aratron stands as the sovereign of these themes. His domain reveals a rich intersection between mythology, history, and the quest for knowledge, a realm where time, endings, discipline, and structure serve as the foundation for both the magical and the mundane. Aratron is credited with a variety of supernatural powers that both mesmerized and instilled a deep respect in those who studied the arcane arts. Let's take transmutation, which is a process that fundamentally alters the nature of objects. Where common alchemy endeavored to turn lead into gold, Aratron went beyond mere metals. It is said that he could transform plants into stone, which was an ability that symbolizes the manipulation of the very fabric of natural elements. Next, there's the power of invisibility. Beyond the obvious appeal of moving unseen, this ability carried profound significance for those living in an era rife with superstition and religious persecution. Becoming invisible meant protection, the safeguarding of one's own life and secrets from a world that was often unkind to those dabbling in mystic arts. It was a means of survival, ensuring the privacy and security needed for the practitioners of these ancient crafts to continue their work undisturbed. Arbitron is also believed to be able to bestow magical familiars upon those he favored. We all know what familiars are. They're spirit animals or companions to aid in magical tasks, and they were integral to the practice of magic. They were thought to protect the magician, provide mystical insight, and serve as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds. These entities are also considered a symbol of a magician's ability to communicate and exert power over the natural and supernatural realms. History tells us that people of Renaissance times viewed these abilities with a blend of awe, respect, and possibly fear. Magicians and scholars sought to understand the fundamental principles of the world, to grasp the hidden workings behind what the naked eye could see, and the alleged powers of Aratron provided an emblematic figure of such profound expertise in the mysterious world of magic and alchemy. As we delve into the historical significance of these powers, it's clear that Aratron stood as a beacon of the mystical potential that humans have longed to unlock for centuries. His mastery over the natural world, the unseen forces, and the delicate balance between knowledge and mastery encapsulate the ceaseless human quest for understanding and our perennial fascination with the enigmatic forces that shape our world. Aratron was not merely a powerful figure, but as a provider of secret wisdom. His reputation as a teacher is etched into the annals of occult history, showing us a side of this mystical entity intertwined with the pursuit of knowledge. Aratron's pupils were not ordinary students. These were magicians, seekers of the arcane who endeavored to unlock the mysteries of the universe. Alchemy, a field as mysterious as it is old, stands as one of the disciplines in which Aratron proved to be a formidable instructor. In times when the division between science and magic and philosophy were blurred, alchemy was both a practical and spiritual quest, aiming to transmute base metals into noble ones, most famously lead into gold. It served as a symbol for personal refinement and enlightenment, seeking to perfect both substances and the alchemist's own spirit. Aratron's command over transmutation extended beyond mere metaphor, guiding magicians through the intricate process of this ancient art. Astrology is another pillar of esoteric tradition and was an area of expertise for Aratron. Astrology, in the context of Renaissance magic, was a complex system believed to reflect the will of the divine as written in the stars and planets. By imparting astrological knowledge, Aratron offered insights into the workings of celestial influence over mundane affairs and the human destiny. His connection to Saturn, a planet carrying significant astrological weight, made his teachings all the more authoritative. Beyond these, Aratron's acumen included the vast realm of magical science. in an area where magic and nature were not separate, but rather parts of a grand cosmic design. Learning from Aratron meant understanding the subtle laws that govern the fabric of reality. These teachings covered the spectrum from understanding elemental forces to harnessing spiritual energies, essential knowledge for any earnest practitioner seeking to grasp the threads of magic that wove through all of existence. Aratron's ability to reveal secrets hidden by nature transformed him from a mythical character into a beacon for those in search of empirical wisdom, tapping into the curative properties of plants, unearthing minerals of great potency, or even decoding the patterns that govern the growth and decline of living things that were within reach of his instruction. At a time when knowledge of the natural world was both limited and imbued with spirituality, Aratron stood as a bridge between the tangible and transcendental. As we piece together the role of Aratron as a teacher from the historical practices, it becomes apparent that his legacy is not merely one of power, but of profound wisdom. His teachings have had lasting impact through the ages, capturing the minds of those who walk the obscure path of the occult in search of the ultimate truth veiled within the natural and celestial dominions. Aratron's sway extends far beyond the bounds of the mystical. He's not merely a figure of the hidden realms, but is venerated for his profound impact on agriculture and growth. Aratron, as the governor of Saturn, reflects the cold and disciplined nature of the planet, often associated with agriculture and astrological traditions. Historically, Saturn is both venerated and feared for its ability to bring both bounty and barrenness. As such, Aratron is believed to possess a similar duality of power. His reputed ability to heighten the growth of crops and shield them from the blights of pests and disease have made him a revered figure among those who plied the soil for their sustenance. Reflecting on a time when agriculture formed the cornerstone of society and the majority of the population was involved in farming in some capacity, Aratron's reputation for influencing crop yield would have held considerable weight. This connection between celestial influence and earthly prosperity was an accepted facet of daily life, with the positions in favor of the stars guiding the planting and harvesting cycles. Within the rich context of folklore and mythology, one can find instances where deities and spirits akin to Aratron are credited with the fertility of the land. This reinforces the notion that Aratron's influence is not an anomaly, but is tightly woven into the fabric of historical beliefs. The act of petitioning Aratron or spirits with similar domains for a bountiful harvest would have been paralleled in countless rituals and offerings across different cultures and eras. Aratron's guidance in agriculture also extends beyond the mere protection and enhancement of crops. Historical accounts suggest a deeper role, one of balance and harmony with the natural world. It's foretold that with Aratron's favor, the land flourishes, not just in the immediate sense, but within the larger cycle of life and renewal that sustains the very essence of nature. As time moved forward, and the reliance on spirituality to govern the ebb and flow of everyday life waned, the legend of Aratron persisted. It transformed into a symbol of the enduring bond between humanity and the cycles of nature, a reminder of an age when the celestial and terrestrial were inextricably linked, and knowledge of the stars was as crucial as the very soil underfoot. The reverence for Aratron harmonizes with this recognition of our enduring kinship with the land, one that has been a cornerstone of human existence since time began. Basically, Aratron's influence beyond the occult serves as a touchstone to our historical heritage, a testament to the ancients' understanding of the complex interplay between the cosmic forces and the tangible aspects of life that fed, clothed, and nurtured civilizations past. So, with that being said, I hope you have an awesome day, and take care.